Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. ETFs. I mean, right now there's not a lot of macro stuff because the government shut down, right? All this economic data we're supposed to get, we're not getting, which is still very, very, very weird. You can't hire one person to pull some numbers off the computer. I don't know. It's like they're on strike or something. Anyway, so yeah, not a whole lot of macro stuff. So Bitcoin inflow obviously has been skyrocketing because ever since the shutdown happened, Bitcoin started going up. We're like $5,000 away from all-time high, right? And yesterday inflow shows that the appetite is back close to 700 million in terms of inflow. Ethereum had a good inflow day, but not nearly as good. Only 80 million, 81 million. So the appetite for ETH definitely paused a whole lot, at least with Wall Street. Not sure why. Maybe because enthusiasm over all the other ETFs that will be coming out. I don't quite know. And Sol is gaining a lot of strength. Maybe a lot of money went to Sol. But yeah. But the gains have only started. There's so much more that's coming. And right now, remember, we hated all these long liquidations. We're getting a lot of short liquidations. That's what's happening. We're getting a squeeze, a short squeeze. Okay? That's what's happening. If you look at liquidation data right here, last 24 hours, 275 million gone. So that is definitely helping. Okay? And since we started October, aka Uptober, things have been pretty green as well. You know what? I don't think people realize in September we had a plus 5% gain. So that makes three consecutive years that we went up. And now look at October. October is so green. So green. Right? I think that's the only reason why we're just going up. Right now, it's just because people know it's October. Right? And that's a fantastic thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Swedish lawmakers want a Bitcoin reserve. That's awesome. Why not? When we get another country to start loading up on Bitcoin, that's always a good thing. You look at the miners and their stocks, what they're worth. It's a new all-time high. So today also, I just showed you guys a lot of Bitcoin miners like Hut and Riot are going up today. So look at that. So Wall Street appetite for Bitcoin is still very, very high. Very high indeed. And that's fantastic. Bitcoin millionaire addresses top 190,000 in Q3. You know what? The millionaire addresses for Clash is also starting to go up right now too. There are a few that have become millionaires because of Clash. And it's all within just 2 weeks. But this is awesome. This is awesome. And the way we're moving now, right? We could get to all-time high for Bitcoin within the next few days. The way we're moving, we break above 120, we head to 122, 124. You know what? It'll be absolutely fantastic. Bitcoin hits 140 next. A lot of people are predicting that. And, the next leg is after that. Too broke for crypto. Actual millionaires. Actual millionaires by dollar. Not just having Clash, a million Clash. That's how crazy it's been. That's how crazy it's been. I'll show you guys. I'll prove it to you guys. We're still doing this inverse head and shoulders. We had a big one. Now we're having a small one, which is good. So again, confirms that we are heading higher. And if Bitcoin heads higher, everything else is going to head higher too. and Sol is back to 220 something, and everything else is being pulled up. So all fantastic stuff. Last few things about tokenization. Robinhood is doing tremendously well because of their entrance into tokenization, also predictive betting, and also crypto. Robinhood is on fire. So for those of you guys that are into stocks, I've been talking about Robinhood a lot, and I've been making a killing off Robinhood options. So they are hitting all strides right now. And tokenization is hot. Circle actually came out with a USYC, if you care about that. And, you know, RWA is all about tokenization. So, yeah. That's it. There's not a whole lot. Like you could see today, Bitcoin's at 119.5, Sol's up to 226. Aster finally making some moves after being down so long. But look at that move. That's Clash. 33 freaking million dollars in market cap, over 3,000 holders. You know, I said this yesterday in my Discord. You know, I have 810,000 subscribers on YouTube and close to 300,000 on X, over 200,000 on Facebook. You add it all together, that's over 1 million people. Of course, there's some interlap there, but even if you had just 10% of my audience hold Clash, we're talking about 80 to 100,000 holders. So that tells you how early we are, that there's only 3,000 plus and not 80,000. It's the #1 gainer on Moonshot. If you go on Moonshot, the very first thing you see is Clash. And now I'm starting to see some talk on X. This has been the most overlooked project, ignored by the crypto community. I don't know why, but it's okay. Because those of you guys that got in early, good for you. Look at the top holders, right? Here's my example. This person, I have no idea who he is. He purchased Clash right when I launched. He holds close to 5% of supply. Look at the value now. He probably only spent $2,000. And now his stash is worth $1.73 million. The third spot at 3.11%. His is worth 1.08 million. So Clash has made millionaires already. The fourth, fifth, they're close to 1 million. See, I've helped people become millionaires.